morning students. I Bharti welcome you all to RKP online classes. So, in our previous lecture of English, we discussed about pronouns, right? So now tell me fast, what is a pronoun? Right. A pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun. Pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun, right? Now tell me, why do we use pronoun? Yes, to avoid repetition of nouns, we use pronouns, right? Now, these were some of the pronouns that we discussed in the previous lecture. I, you, he, she, it, we and they. These were the pronouns that we discussed in our previous lecture. Alright, now these are subject pronouns. These are subject pronouns. To understand the concept of subject pronoun, first of all, we need to understand the concept of subject noun and object noun. Alright, I am talking about subject noun and object noun. Now, suppose a girl, Tanu, is watching the birds. Tanu is watching the birds. Alright, here, who is performing the action? Who is doing the action? Tanu, right? Tanu is doing some action. Alright, so Tanu is subject noun. Tanu is doing action. So Tanu is subject noun. Alright, and Tanu is watching birds. Tanu is watching the birds. So Tanu is performing action on birds. Alright, so birds are object noun. Alright, Tanu is subject noun. Tanu is performing action. Alright, and birds are object noun. Alright, because Tanu is performing action on object noun. Alright, Tanu is performing action on birds. So birds are object noun. Right? Tanu is watching birds. Tanu is subject noun. Birds are object noun. Alright, Ramesh is playing with the ball. Now tell me, which is the subject noun and which is the object noun here? Right, Ramesh is subject noun and ball is object noun. Correct? Now the word that takes place of subject noun is a subject pronoun. Alright, and the word that takes place of object noun is a object pronoun. Alright, जो words subject noun की जगह लेते हैं वो subject pronoun होते हैं और जो words object noun की जगह लेते हैं वो object pronouns होते हैं. Alright, now these are the object pronouns. Alright, me, you, him, her, it, us and them. These are object pronouns. Now, you can assume the relation between them as elder and younger siblings. Alright, you all might be having elder or younger siblings, right? So, this kind of relation exists between them. They are subject pronouns. They are the elder siblings. And these are object pronouns. These are younger siblings. They appear in the beginning of the sentence. An object pronoun appear in the middle or end of the sentence. Alright? One important thing to note is that if we are replacing subject noun with subject pronoun, we can use any of these pronouns depending on the situation, right? But if we are using object pronouns, then I becomes me, you stays as you, he becomes him, she becomes her, it stays as it, we becomes us and they becomes them. Now consider one example. Tanu is going to park. Here I am only replacing the subject noun, that is Tanu. Tanu is subject noun and I am only replacing that. So the sentence will become like this. She is going to park. Tanu is going to park. She is going to park. Alright. Now consider one more example. Tanu is watching the birds. Here I will be replacing both subject noun and object noun. Tanu is subject noun, birds is object noun. Alright, I am going to replace both of these. Alright, so for Tanu I will use she. To replace Tanu I will use she. And for birds, I told you yesterday that for many people or for many things, when I am not there, I will use they. For many people, when I am not there, I will use they. But for object pronoun, they becomes them. They becomes them for object pronoun. So what will be the object pronoun for birds? Them. Tanu is watching them. Alright? Will you all help me to solve this exercise? Yes? Let's start then. So the question is, circle the correct word to complete each sentence. Here some sentences are given below and two words are written in the bracket. Now some of these are subject pronoun and some are object pronoun. We have to correctly identify which word will be used. Alright? To complete the given sentence, we have to identify which word we will use. Alright? So let's start. Now the first one is I or me am a student of class 2. Now I told you that in the beginning subject pronoun is used. So I or me, which is the subject pronoun? Right, I is the subject pronoun. So we will circle I. Alright. Now the second one is my best friend is Disha. I play with him or her. Now here Disha is the name of a girl. Right? And here I play with him or her. Now if we were to replace Disha with subject pronoun, then the subject pronoun would be she, because Disha is a girl. But for object pronoun, she becomes her. For object pronoun, she becomes her. And here, since this is at the end of the sentence, so this will be object pronoun. Alright? So, circle her. Alright? Now the next one is her or she lives near my house. Now, in the beginning of the sentence, we use subject pronoun. So, her or she. Which is the subject pronoun? Right. She is the subject pronoun. So, circle she. Now, the fourth one is her or she is fond of reading books. This is same as the third one. At the beginning, we use subject pronoun and she is the subject pronoun. Circle she. Alright? And the fifth one is we or us exchange storybooks with each other. Now tell me, we is the subject pronoun or us is the subject pronoun? We is the subject pronoun. Alright? So we will circle we. Alright? Now the last one. The teacher makes dash us or we sit together in the class. Now tell me which word will come here? We or us? Here we have to use object pronoun. And which is the object pronoun? Us or we? We is the subject pronoun and we becomes us for object pronoun. So we will use us. We'll circle us. Alright? I hope this question is clear to you now.